Hey Lionheart folks, it's Lev. Welcome back to another Lev almost falls on his face video. I'm joking. Welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new, I use he, him pronouns. I am filming today from the town of Rosetta. It's a 15-20 minute drive north from Hobart. And I'm actually going to explore this accommodation area because I didn't actually walk around. It's riverfront motels and villas and restaurant, and the river is down there. You see the mountain in the background. But I'm going to walk around this accommodation area first and show you around as well as I'm seeing it for the first time. There's a highway right there, like that's why it's so loud. It's a highway. I keep swapping arms, but that's fine. It's a highway right there. And my apartment is right there. We didn't get the riverfront one, we got the highway front one. It's right there and the highway is right there. And so, even like early morning, I kept hearing this shoo, 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 like this sound, right? I'm trying not to step on like animal poop. I keep hearing this whooshing sound, like the sound from the vehicles on the highway, but I wasn't sure what it was and it kept annoying me. Now I realize it's the highway. It's literally the highway. It's a highway. And I'm gonna show you the front view of this area because it's aesthetic. Tassie is a lot of mountains like this. There's mountains everywhere, literally. Whether I'm in Hobart, Bruny Island, Rosetta, Devonport, there's literally mountains. That is where I'm currently staying. And it's funny because I'm literally gonna check out in 3 hours. So if I don't walk now, I don't walk tomorrow or later. But yeah, Tassie is very mountainous, so it's literally mountains everywhere. And there's a lot of hill. It's a very hilly state compared to Victoria and Melbourne. In the central of Melbourne, like the city area and the surrounding suburbs, you don't really see as many mountains as this. You have to go further out into the rural area. But this, I'll show you. This is 15 minutes from Hobart and you see like such tall mountains. There is a mountain that is, oh no, Mount Wellington's the other way. There is a mountain called Mount Wellington. I will put some photos of me being at the summit. But it's it's a very tall mountain, and you can drive up to the summit and you literally be in the clouds and you will see Hobart and all of these areas from like very, very high up. It's a very aesthetic view. Speaking of aesthetic views, Tasmania is basically aesthetic views everywhere because again, everywhere you go, you see mountains. It's very aesthetic, but it's more of a workout. So if you want to go for a walk, you live in a very hilly area, you basically walk up a hill, down a hill. The other accommodation I stayed at, I walked down a steep hill, and then I walked up a steep hill to get to a cafe. So going down, I went down to the cafe, and then when I went back to my apartment, it was up a steep hill, but it was also very aesthetic views. And people live, like there's houses literally on the mountains. I don't know if you can see from here, but there's literally houses in the mountains, like, and that's like all over Tasmania basically. People live there, and there's like looking up into the mountains at night, there's literally, you see a bunch of lights on. It looks very like aesthetic. I use the word aesthetic a lot because it is really aesthetic. It's like picture frame. The views in Tassie are like picture frame photos essentially. Picture frame photos that you frame on a wall. That's how aesthetic it is. And I have arrived to the front area. Oh, this is where I am. Apparently there's a swimming pool that's like solar lit. And I'm gonna check that out, and then I'm gonna make my way down to the river. I got bitten by a mosquito last night. I think it was in the shower, because when I was showering, I looked down, I saw like 2 mosquitoes that died, flushed down the drain, and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm pretty sure one of those bastards bit me at my ankle. So it was great. Okay, this is the restaurant and dining area here. There's no one in there at the moment, but breakfast starts being served at 7:30. Ooh, it's a duck. I think it's a goose. You tell me. Speaking of ducks, there's a lot of animals in Tassie. I see a lot of wallabies. Even like, I see a lot. I've seen like over 5 wallabies, and a lot more animals than, say, if I was staying in Melbourne, which I don't see wallabies at all. I saw wallabies hop across the road. There's a lot of signs in Tassie. I'm just watching out for cars because I'm walking through a car park. There's a lot of signs in Tassie that say slow down, wildlife, and there's like specific speed limits. For example, 45 k's on Bruny Island for between dusk and dawn, because there is a lot of roadkill, unfortunately, because animals hop out at night in the middle of the road. Drivers can't brake in time, and then collisions happen, which isn't nice. I'm gonna try and find the pool. The apartments, so my accommodation is like 100 meters down that way, but there's a lot of things here. I think it depends on the room you choose and how many people. Oh, it's the river. I will walk down there. Hopefully you can see my face and not like a ghost because of how bright the sun is. I actually thought about making a video last night, but I was way too tired, and I'm like, nah. Oh, wait, where is I want to find the pool. I didn't bring my map with me. It's a bad decision. Okay, this is an awful angle because the sun's coming in from this way. It makes my face look like a silhouette. And where's the pool? I don't know where the pool is. You know what? I'm gonna retrace my steps because I want to find the pool. And then I'll go to the river. Tassie's been really fun. Like, my fam and I, this is not my first time in Tasmania. I went last year as well, but we stayed in Hobart for like a week, and this time we're sort of road tripping around Tasmania instead of staying in one place. So we've stayed at like 5 different accommodations, swapping accommodations every first or second night just to go around the state. Haven't been everywhere. It's massive. There's a lot of things to see, but it's a very different experience from just staying in one place for like a week on vacation. We're just sort of hopping around. Oh, more duck. Whack, whack. I wonder if they're responsive to me. Whack. No, they're like who the hell is this guy quacking at us? You're not a duck. There's also a bar here. So in this resort, there's a bar here. There's a bar, restaurant. I don't think it's open yet. Oh, I found the laundry room. There's the guest laundry room. I'm gonna zoom out. There's a guest laundry room as well. Oh look, you can see me and my tripod. There's a guest laundry room here, but there's also a washing machine in my apartment, but there is no dryer. There is no dryer. There is a clothesline though, so if you wanna, I just saw a duck running. If you wanna if you wanna wash clothes and then dry them on the clothesline, you can. But there's also a laundry room here, and you can dry your clothes in the dryer for like $4 a load. So yeah. Update, I still haven't found the pool, and I probably will find it later when I get back to my room and get the map. All right, now I'm gonna go down to the river. Great, I found more ducks, and I saw bunny hopping over there before. I saw bunny hopping over here before, and I found more ducks. Quack, 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 quack. Damn it, I scared the ducks with my quack. Now I'm going to the river, and there's like I'm trying to access the river in the most non-muddy way because it was raining last night, and I want to be strategic and try to minimize how much mud and dirt I get on my shoes. Fine, I'll just YOLO. I'm just gonna walk through the grass. I'm just gonna walk through the grass area and then go down there. This is a very aesthetic view. I will show you. This is what I mean by picture frame aesthetic level. There's another duck behind me. There's a lot of ducks in this area, apparently. Whack. There's a garden here. I'm gonna take a picture of that later. Look, you pause here. It's like a picture in a photo frame hanging up on the wall. It's a garden here. It's a nice day today. It's some cloudy overcast. It was raining in the morning. It was raining last night. But I'm glad it's not raining now. And look, it's another duck. Sorry, duck, I don't have food. I only have a tripod and a camera. Whack. These rooms would be good. Look, if there was a booking and one of you landed in one of these cabins accommodations, you get to see the river directly on my right. But if you're staying in an accommodation like mine, which is near the highway, you will not see the river from your accommodation unless you walk down like me, which isn't that far. I was gonna go down that way more, but apparently they blocked it off and they're doing some construction thing there. But I'll probably loop around anyway and hold it this side so you can see the aesthetic view. Excuse the sun at the back of my head. Makes me look like a ghost. Wow, look. I'm just gonna stand here for like 10 seconds to let you all like take this in. Tassie, or I say Tassie, but Tassie basically means Tasmania. I want to swap the camera side because the sun is just awful on that side because it makes my face look weird. Tassie, I say Tassie, but it basically means Tasmania. It's just, for those of you who aren't from Australia, it's a state that is south of Victoria. So it's Australia, the mainland, and then Tassie is just under Victoria, which is, it's separated by water. So Tassie is not connected to the rest of Australia by land. It's separated by water. Then you have to get over here by plane or by the Spirit of Tasmania, which is like a cruise ship. Tassie is very quiet and not so much chaotic compared to Melbourne. Melbourne is very chaotic. The city, even the city Hobart, the main city of Tasmania, is very, now it's weird, the sun. Hobart is very quiet. Like we drove past there at like 4 o'clock yesterday. The like central of the city. There was no traffic jam. There was some traffic, but it wasn't like pent up, built up traffic jam lines or anything. And also there was barely anyone. It was like Thursday, and today I'm filming this on Friday. But there was barely anyone there. for a city, like for an actual city, it felt like a ghost town. It's really strange because I'm from Melbourne and I'm used to chaos. Like Melbourne City, if you have ever been to Melbourne City, okay, that's an awful angle again. If you have ever been to Melbourne City, you would know how chaotic it is with trams, hook turns, the busy roads. There's people everywhere, train stations are crowded. There's no trains here in Tasmania, by the way. The only PT I see is buses. It's chaotic. What was I saying? Yep, what was I saying? Trams. Yep, if you've been to Melbourne or live in Melbourne, like me, you know how chaotic it is with everything, and it's just so crowded. It's just like too crowded. When I come here, it's too dead. So it feels too dead. But in my city, where I live, it is way too crowded, and it just can get very overwhelming sometimes. So I tend to avoid Melbourne City unless I have a specific reason to go there, because it just feels suffocating with so many people and so much chaos going on. Whereas here is very chill. Oh my god, the sun angle. It's very chill, it's very quiet, and there is some life, but it's not chaotic like Melbourne or Sydney. Yeah. I don't think that mountain over there is Mount Wellington, because unless it is, and I'm seeing it from a different angle, but I've been last year when I went to Mount Wellington, it was really cloudy and we couldn't see the view of the city and the surrounding area from a bird's eye sort of view from a very high altitude. This year, luckily, we were there, it wasn't as cloudy. It was cloudy, and then the clouds sort of passed, and then the background lighting is awful. The clouds sort of passed, and then we could see it so clearly. I will put in pictures. I'll put pictures in this video. And then the cloud sort of came again, but then when I was up there, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. I don't know if that's the mountain I'm talking about, but it is a mountain nonetheless. But when I was up there, when the clouds like that, it was so cold, it was really cold. There was a lot of fog, there was a lot of mist and cold air that went into my face. And you can't really see, like the aesthetic view basically got blocked by the clouds in such weather like this. Yeah, and it gets really cold up at high altitudes. Like I read like, how many meters up? For every, I forgot how many meters or kilometers, but temperature continues dropping as we get higher in altitude. It's like dropped by 1 degree every, I forgot how many meters. It was like a kilometer. I forgot, like a kilometer or something. It drops by like 1 degree. And there's actually hiking trails up at Mount Wellington. Google Mount Wellington if you're curious. Mount Wellington, Tasmania. There's hiking trails up there, and it's like alpine conditions. Like it's unbelievable. I've never hiked. I mean, I didn't hike there, but I want to hike there in the future, like hiking on top of a mountain. I have like, and it's not surrounded left, right by trees. It's literally like open field. Like you see literally down. If there aren't clouds shrouding the mountain that day, or if the clouds pass. Yeah, the highway. I'm so tempted to just like climb up that hill. I'm so tempted to climb up that hill and just like film the highway. You know what? I want to do that and avoid cars. Let's go. Sorry about the unflattering angle while I cross the road. I don't want to get hit by a car. Look. I'm not going to get super close to the highway. But this is the road that leads to the highway. This is the on-ramp. And then it goes onto the highway. And this is the side road that leads to my apartment area. So here's a tip if you're staying at Riverfront. If you're turning from there, there's a road. There's a road there. There's a side road. The motorbikes are so loud. There's a road. You know what? I'll just show you. I'll just show you because I'm on ramp. I was nabbing my dad and it's not a motorbike, it's an obnoxious driver. I missed the on-ramp. Actually, I'll show you the road here first and I'll show you the side road. Look, see, this is what I mean by mountains. You drive, you walk. There's people living on mountains. You don't get this view in Melbourne unless you go out to like rural Victoria. Okay, I'm currently walking to the connecting service road. So if you go, I'm just gonna walk there and show you. Because if you go straight from here, you end up back on the highway, and it was a bit confusing. Sometimes the roads here are confusing because I don't live here. And in the city, there's a lot of one-way roads. So like there's 4 lanes that go in one direction in the middle of the city. And there's like, it's not like in Melbourne or the city, most of the roads, unless there's like side alleyways in the city that are one lane streets. The main roads are all two directional. One lane going up, one lane going the other way. But in Hobart, the city, a lot of the roads, 4 lanes are going in one direction, and then another 4 lanes are going in a different direction, in the opposite direction, in a different street. So it's weird, like, yeah, not used to that. But back to my road. This is the road here that links to the motel, the Riverfront area where I'm staying. And it's the road here, and then you drive along here. And this is the main reception area of Riverfront. From here, you turn into here. This is the side road. If you continue going straight, so this is the left, you turn left here. If we continue going straight, where my finger's pointing, end up back on the highway. So it's an easy miss. It's an easy miss to miss here and then end up back on the highway. So I'm coming back to the river in the other side of it. My cabin side, my accommodation side, and not the other side that I sort of walked through initially. There is a little playground here for kids. Where is it? I saw it before. I will walk to it. There's a playground here for kids. The Wi-Fi here sucks. It's really bad. I mean, I couldn't even find on my phone, but that's probably just my phone. My fam said the Wi-Fi sucked even if they could connect to it, can't load much. It's awful. This is the last apartment on my sort of street, for lack of better words. Here, this is the ideal spot here because the riverfront is right there. Whilst I got the start of the street and I see the highway. Whereas this side is the end and you see the riverfront if you're lucky enough to get this one. It's number 48. My one's number 55. I want to show you the aesthetics. Bowen Bridge. Where's Bowen Bridge? Where's Bowen Bridge? I'll try and find Bowen Bridge. Oh, this is the little playground for kids. It looks like an abandoned ship. So if young people want to be pirates, here's your base. Here's your base. Yep. Oh, I can go down. There's a little metal, I think it's metal, metal figure here of two people sitting on a hurdles thing. Yeah. Or we can go down here. I want to go down. I sort of started running out of things to say for this specific video, so I'm just sort of slowing down a little. I'm talking too fast. I have other ideas for other videos, but I'm running out of things to say for this video that are just more unplanned and spontaneous. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and improvise a little longer. Wow, my friend hit the woods and sort of scared me. There's a barbecue area. Riverfront, very, very aesthetic. Ew, the lighting, ew. This is literally to just chill and disconnect because it's so calming. It's not chaotic. You hear the sounds of birds and animals. You look at the aesthetic mountain view near a body of water. It's very calming. It's very, very calming environment. Good for meditation or reading, or just if you need quiet space, like these areas are good. I've been sitting for like 2 minutes and I can't think of anything else to say for this specific video. So thank you all for watching. Sorry, my brain is just still like waking up. I just literally woke up and like 20 minutes later I went to film. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I forgot my own line. And I will see you in the next one.